Hello and welcome to my channel, The Solar Scribe. I've decided to do, I've been asked by my guides to do a video today. I think I said on my last video I think it's about a month since I did one. And I'm just doing them now when my guides are saying that they want me to do a reading. So, firstly, two things. Firstly, I want to check that my sound is on full. Sorry, excuse me a sec. And it's not quite 100. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, right, so that was on 97, which is 16, which is 7, and I've just put it up to 10, 100, which is 10, which is 101, or 10, which is 10, which is a reset. So today is the 9th of the 9th of September, and it's a 22, which is a master number. Everything I do kind of works with numbers. But there's two things I wanted to show you before we get into the offering. Is that I've got this amazing Andorra crystal, which came yesterday from the US. And I've been bonding with this crystal for, either yesterday or the day before, for a couple of days now. Absolutely love it, and I can't really do it justice because you have to hold it up to the light to see the colours shining through. And this is a Blaze Tanzanite Fire Blue Violet Andorra, and it's so beautiful, and we bonded really well. It took me a couple of weeks to find one, and my guide said they were sending me an emerald one. And there's a Stargate one coming as well. For all you starseeds out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is absolutely amazing, and I hadn't realised how big it was and how heavy it was. And then when it arrived, I just cried for 10 minutes holding it. The energy was that powerful. I wanted to speak about Andorras for a minute, whether you're into them or not, but obviously I am. So I have these two that I've had since May 2018. And with these two, I bought two more, and I was gifted one. And the other three that were part of this set, I've actually given to somebody else, just because the first one, it spoke really clearly to me and said I want to be with whoever. And the other two, a couple of 3 or 4 days ago, they said, look, we need to go somewhere else. So I would suggest, and I know they're not cheap, as in, you know, they can be quite expensive, but if you can look past the monetary value of them, they will speak to you and say, look, I need to move on, you know, I've done my job, or you're not with the vibrational resonance of them anymore. So I just wanted to say that because nothing's permanent. So any crystal, the Andorras is saying it's not just us, it's any crystal or anything that you have in your possession that you're just thinking, I really don't resonate with this anymore. If you're happy to gift it, it will go to the person that needs it. Okay. The other thing is Eli, my dragon. He won't be given away. Eli, my Andromedan dragon, has been really close by with me for the last 2 or 3 days. And I never noticed this before, even though I've looked at him extensively. His gold inlays here. And he's been showing me that there's more and more gold colour coming in now, along with the violet, the violet ray as well. So there are two things I wanted to say. And then finally this book, and again the violet and the gold, which I hadn't noticed but I just have, by Rebecca Dawson. I love this book just because it's kind of catapulted me into another realization of myself, an aspect of myself. She doesn't know I'm doing this. I'm not getting paid for it. It's not an advertisement. It's just something that you may want to explore. But there you go. That's the title of that. Okay, so let's get into the ins and outs of this. The is and the as the breathing. So I'm going to pull the Master cards and then just obviously give you whatever they've got for us today. I'm really in the 5D energy more and more, which basically means that I'm doing within reason what I want when I want. So there's no pressure on I should be doing this now or I need to do that now. And it's just a natural progression. It's not even I'm going to take that one because that's Sanat Kumara, and I'm going to take that one because that's a gift for us. Okay. Right, let's see who's going to come through. Okay, so they want 9 because it's the 9th today. Now, obviously, this can only be from my lens of awareness out into the world. So, whatever comes through is from my. I'm really sorry. The camera I couldn't get the camera angle right today at all. So there's kind of a bit of a shifting energy going on where things aren't. It's that illusion energy again where things aren't as they seem to be. Okay, Kalimar's slightly not in shot. No, she is. Okay, so I'm going to start with Kalimar because this is a pivotal month in September, and I'm going to bring Archangel Michael in as well. So, Kalimar, facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Now, what she's saying is, it's if you can get past this, what I'm seeing is it's an illusionary vibration of a block, but it's not really there. So Archangel Michael is saying, trust you are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. That's why we got this offering. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So what Kalimar is saying, that's absolutely true. That it's all very illusionary. It's to do with the moon as well. I'm feeling like the moon is playing a big part in this. And Diana's saying, focus intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. It's about this illusionary, and I'm finding it difficult to speak because the illusion is the illusion. It's kind of like, reminds me of a magic trick. Is it there or is it not? You know, the people that go into tanks of water and manage to get out and they haven't got a key, or it's a hidden key, or the people that, you know, do magic tricks and you wonder how they've done it. You're the magic. And I pulled this today because I put a different thing on every day. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Those who do believe in magic will find it everywhere. And that's what we're trying to say. It's everywhere. It is you. It's part of you. You just need to embrace that and break through that root chakra energy of will it be safe? Will it be secure? And can I do it? Okay. The other thing they want to say is there's a lot of green around, and I've been guided to look at green Andoras, so I know that there's one coming my way when it's all in divine timing, when it's ready. And along with that, there are light activations going on throughout the month for the starseeds especially. My throat chakra's going now. So Faith is saying she's bringing in the throat energy, and you have to have faith and courage in your convictions. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So that's what Sanat Kumara is saying. See the light, because the light is all around you and it's here. Now I know, and I do this myself, sometimes I don't watch a lot of teachers because they're not at my vibrational understanding, and that isn't right or wrong, better than worse, it's just who I am. It's part of who I am. And sometimes they will say things and I think it's just word salad. It doesn't mean anything. You're not giving me direction. You're not giving me anything tangible to hook onto, to say, well, right, you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you need to buy an Andorra, or you need to. And what my inner guidance always comes up with is that that's not their job. That isn't their job. That's your job. Your job is to go into your own insight, which is what Odin is saying. Your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. This is your job. It's to go in and find it for yourself, because it's all inside. So don't look to somebody else, including me, including anybody out there that's got programs, they've got information. It has to resonate with what's within, and you will draw that to you because it is on a resonance. So they want to be really clear about that, including themselves. All of these energies that I work with, they will say to me, do not look to us for the answers. You already have all the answers within you. What you're doing is forging a collaboration with us all, because we're all on the same level. So I might say to I might have a light activation, and then say to Sanat Kumara, can you confirm that that's what that was? I don't say to Sanat Kumara, right, can you bring me the light activation now, please? Because I'm creating it within myself. But to know that I need a light activation, I might pull this card and think, oh, look, light activation. I wonder if that's what I need. So it's a prompt, it's a guide, it's a marker. But they will not, because you are such a powerful master, you don't need them to say. When the Holy Spirit says expect miracles, what the Holy Spirit energy is saying, the Holy Grail, that's you, that's within you. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back, yes, but miracles occur naturally because you are a vibrational match to that. You've called that forth and said, okay, I fancy that then, I'm going to do that then. So they want to make that really clear. In this playground that we're in now, there is no more of this separation of, oh, look at these high and mighty ascended masters and look at me. No, that's gone now. There's an integration happening where you are coming to the realization of the God you are. Okay, that's quite strong. Okay, so let's pull another master with a crystal. All right. Let's see what we get now. Empowered Service, Yogananda and Rhodonite, 25, which is a 7, which is as above so below. So, empowered service. So what this card is saying to me, and I don't read the guidebooks, so obviously it might be slightly different what's in there, is to be of service, you need to empower yourself, and that's exactly what they've just said. You need to stand in the mastery of the God you are, and then decide what service you're going to provide. So let's take, who have we not heard from? All of you. Lady Kuan Yin. Oh, yeah. Lady Kuan Yin. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Now, I would, and I do question these things, do what is right. So that's a polarity. Right and wrong are polarities. But, and I don't believe the word but negates everything that you've just said. I don't buy into that either. If you look at this, that's a 3. That to me looks like 30. Okay. And the number 3 is creation. So in that, what Lady Kuan Yin is saying is that you can create your own empowered service. You can step out of the box and create a service that nobody's providing yet. It doesn't have to be on the mainstream track. It doesn't have to be healing. It doesn't have to be working with crystals. It doesn't have to be any of that. You can actually just stand, because the word powered, you can actually just stand in a room for 10 minutes, which I've done many, many times. My guys have said, go and stand in that room for 10 minutes. Have a browse around that shop for 10 minutes and come out. And I've done absolutely nothing. But what I have done on an energetic level, physically, I haven't done anything. But on an energetic level, somebody in that shop needed to tap into my presence and receive keys and codes for whatever they needed it for. And I'm aware that this is happening on an energetic level because I will stand there and I can feel a resonance with another energy. Now, I'm a master in what I do. So it's not that somebody's taking something from me. It's not that I'm giving something that isn't right to give. It's all in resonance because it's all in divine timing and it's all on that vibrational resonance energy. So I hope this is making sense. But that's a divine appointment kept. So that person will think, and if they're not spiritually aware, they will get a nudge from whoever. And the nudge will say, go into that shop and have a look at such a thing. And my guides will say, go into that shop and have a browse around. And that's when the two energies meet. And there's a collaboration there. Okay, so empowered service is whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want to do with it. And there is no right or wrong about it. Just wanted to say that. Okay, right, so these fell on the floor. So normally when a deck falls on the floor, it means that there's something there that there could be a little gem that they want to bring forth. An invitation to connect, which is exactly what I've just said. So this is me in this shop, and that's my energy, and I am a Blu-ray, so, and I am a 19, I'm the solar scribe. If you look at the tarot, the number 19 and the tarot is the sun card, which is me. So this is my energy, and I'm stood in this shop, and this person's come in asking for these keys and codes, and we've had this collaboration. So this is what I'm doing, but I'm actually not. If you could see that with your 5D energy, that's what you would see. But I don't see anything unusual about that because that's what I do. Okay. Right. To be aware of it and not have attachment to it. So I'm not going into the shop thinking, all right, well, it might be that person over there and they might need help, or I wonder what keys and codes they need, or is it something that there's none of that. I literally just go in, do what I need to do and come out. And that's how simple it is. And I think as humans, we make things very complicated when it's not. Okay, so surfacing. So with this one, if we look at the bubbles, there's a lot of stuff coming to the surface. There's a lot of bubbles, and interestingly, they're showing me bubbles because I know in the UK at the minute we're about to go back into some sort of isolation again, and the understanding is that we have to be in certain bubbles again, with certain amount of bubbles of people. So if you look at this, what they're saying is, yes, there is isolation, yes, there is separation, yes, on a 3D level we are being asked to do that, and it's whatever the government is asking you to do, whether you do it or not. I'm not going to get into all that. But what they're saying on an energetic level, look at all this merging of colour. There is no separation from 5D and above. There's no separation. So energetically, you could be separated from somebody, but you can still connect energetically, and they're reminding us about that. Because sometimes when you get caught up in the 3D, I think sometimes we forget. But it's energy. We're all energy. So that you can't separate us. It's impossible. We're all one. It's impossible to be separated. You are a unique aspect of Source, yes. We're all a unique aspect of Source. But in terms of the collective, you can't be separated because it's all energy. Okay, so that's the first one. Path of the Soul. Next card. '38, which is number 11. Now, I've said that there is something happening with the timeline on Friday, which is the 9/11 timeline. And I feel that there's something huge happening this forever now, but in this week in linear time. And that's what this is to me. It's these two timelines that are these two timelines at the bottom here emerging into this wheel. So I feel like this is the karmic wheel, although there is no karma as far as I'm resonating. But on a collective level, it's this wheel that is merging these two timelines, and then it comes out in a heart shape there. And to me, that's transmuting all of that lower timeline energy of that event. That's just what I'm saying. It may resonate with you differently, or it may not resonate at all, which is fine. But it could be why a lot of starseeds are feeling extra fatigue, because I know I am. Okay. Right. '27, number 9, 9 of the 9th today. So again, this is an ending. We're coming out of this this bubble energy is still here, but we're coming out of this spiral of going around and around and around, which is what that is. So interestingly, we've got 9, 11. We're coming out of that now, and we're going into this. So all of that timeline is going to come surfacing. I'm not saying anything's going to come out about it. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because it's a very, very deep hole. But we could be hearing. On an energetic level, it's been cleared. That's what I can tell you. Okay, let's do Light Through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle. A deep secret will come to light. So it's looking more and more. I really don't like going, they know I don't like going down these timelines because I don't like making predictions. Everything's so fluid. But interestingly, she's bathed in pink, which is Lady Kuan Yin, care and compassion. And it's a very subtle, divine feminine pink. It's not an in-your-face kind of pink, like a bubblegum Barbie doll pink. It's a very wise, almost salmony coloured pink. Oh, okay. Right, so I've got Yeshua here, and he's talking about the loaves and the fishes. I know nothing about the Bible. I'm not religious, very little about the Bible, but equally there's a cross there as well. So it's looking like there is some secret going to come to light, either from the church or through the 9/11 that is to do with the church. Now, I'm just going to leave it there because they know I feel very uncomfortable talking about that kind of stuff, just because it's subjective to me. So it's not like I can just say, oh, well, I think this is going to happen and tap into that timeline, because that would be my fractal reality. Okay, let's see what this card is giving us. Yeah, go your own way, number 9. So end of a cycle, go your own way. So again, this is talking about empowered service, which is what I said earlier. Which is, if you have a gift that you feel is just presence, not just, but it's presence where you're just going and standing somewhere, then do that. It's whatever you feel guided to do. Now, I've contemplated before, and I think the one I can think of that would be most in resonance with what I kind of wanted to do is Eckhart Tolle, who sits on a stage and just talks about things. But I wanted to go one step further and just sit in a room and just not speak for 10-15 minutes. Everybody sits there, gets what they need and leave. But I laugh because as humans, we like to get, I think, what the Americans call bang for your buck or something. And there's a payoff. And the ego says, well, if I paid this much and I'm just sat there for 15 minutes, sat with a person, I can just do that at home for free. So I'm trying to navigate how I'm going to get beyond that, and just, I do it already, but obviously I need to make a living like everybody else. And it's that kind of, it ties in with that. That's very interesting because they're saying it ties in with that charlatan energy of, right, show me what you mean by that. Right, these are new cards. I think I do have the box, but there's no book with them because I don't need the book. I don't use the books. So that's what they are. As usual, this is a very different reading. I wasn't anticipating anything, so that's not a problem. Okay, so what have they given me? The seed, the offering. The eternal child. Okay. Right, so what I've just said about my idea is what I want to do. So that's the seed. So I'm just going to sit in a room and people are going to come and we're just going to be together. And that's number 66, which is Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. So I'm tapping into the divine feminine energy there of the seed. Okay, so that's the egg in the womb. So that's my idea. That's my birthing idea. So then comes along the offering came out next. So that's 64. So that's 10. So that's a reset, something new, and that's the offering. So that's what I want to offer. Okay. And then the eternal child, which is number 4. So the eternal child, number 4 is the pillars. I see number 4 as the pillars, the grounding. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your foundation. And the eternal child is that play. Look at this rainbow energy. We're all children, we all get to play. But look at that seed in the middle. So when I say to myself, oh, well, that wouldn't work because nobody would come, because who's going to, give me an energy exchange for just sitting there? And then the eternal child comes in and says, play with it, have fun with it, don't take it so seriously. If it doesn't pan out, you can do something else. It's a seed. That's what it's there for. It's to create, and these circles carry on creating. Okay, so it's a lesson for us all, really, it's being in the passion and the joy, and if it transpires that it works out, and if it doesn't, then that's absolutely fine either way, because there was never any intention there in the first place, which is going past the game of purpose. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. So the moon on the 11th. Now I don't know, I think there's a new moon on the 17th or something, but it's definitely 9/11, this illusionary energy and the deep secret coming to light. So I'm just going to leave that there. Right, so the colour, oh, not sure if I showed you those or not. I'm just keeping an eye on how long. Interesting, 33 I've just looked at, which is the Yeshua timeline, the Christ timeline. Okay, so white, lighten up, which is exactly what it just said. So I've got this idea. It's white. Okay, I'm offering something. And then they're saying, but lighten it up. You're offering it, but play with it. The eternal child, play with it. Go and have fun and see where it takes you. Okay. Right. I am going to pull 2 star seeds just because I'm feeling the Andorra starseed energy coming through now. She says she's not being put on the sidelines. Okay then. She has the element of air. So let's see what she's bringing through. She's bringing through 2, actually. She's brought 2 through. Let's see what they are. You're part of a team of souls calling support. Star family, so that's what all these energies are. And they're saying, yes, call us in. And that was the message before. You're doing the work, but you can call them in for support. And that's when the Andorra came the other day. That's why I cried for 10 minutes, because I felt an extreme level of support from her. And I really needed that this week. I just felt really so tired and a bit worn out with it all. And when she came in, I sat with her for 10 minutes and I felt so much better. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. And that's what the bubbles are about. They were saying whenever you can't be on your own, it's impossible, because we're all energy. So no matter where you are, that energy is connected. Because the physical body is just a very, very tiny part of your energy, who you are. I want to... Right, okay. I'm asking them to show me the energy now. I'm asking them to show me that expansion. Give me a visual. I'm asking for a visual. I don't really have aura cards, so it might take me... Right, okay. Pleiades, double vision, channeling and uplifting the human. So look how much light is there. That we're being lifted. We are lifting ourselves. And we've just got to lighten up. So look at that. That's what we're getting. Now, interestingly, 24, that's a 6. So let me just, they're telling me there's something significant about this 6. Right, okay. So on Friday, I know I said it was 9/11. But in the UK, we put everything reverse, so it will be 11/9. So it's the day first, then the month, then the year. So 11 and 9 is 20, and then you've got the 2 and the 2 from 2020, so that would make it 24. But actually, you've got 222 as well, and you've got 222 here because it's saying double mission. 222. So they're saying that's why we've been quite tired, because we are actually doing double what we agreed to do. Some of us have actually taken on double what others have stepped back. So look at this. This person stepped back and said, do you know what, I really need to rest. I can't carry on doing this. I need to rest. And this one as well. And then so what the double ones have, the other ones have said, okay then, well, we're going to take on your bit for a bit until you get yourself sorted. And remembering it's all energy. So that's why they were saying, where's it gone? Support. That's why they were saying call in support. If you've taken on the double mission and you're really feeling it, you can step back. There is no right or wrong about it. You're part of a team. We're all a team. Okay. That was a beautiful message, actually. Right, I'm gonna just do 2 more. And then Metatron, and then the playing cards. They're saying, why do you think they're called playing cards? Tell us why. Well, because we play games with them. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Somebody gets the playing cards out. You can even play the cards yourself. You can play solitaire, but you're never on your own, because it's you and a pack of cards. So you can't play solitaire without something to play it with. Okay. Passion of the Wild Red Mother, number 9. Now again, this is tying into September. All that fiery energy. It's very intense. It's a very intense energy. So can I have, I'll tell you what then, let's pull Earth Magic. Let's see what we can do for this intensity. Oh, I don't know if I showed you the Runa cards. Yeah, my throat chakra is a bit gritty today, a little bit gritty. Now, really interestingly, which never normally happens, there's another, right, okay, so I've got dawn, new beginnings. So we're on the precipice, the dawn, the new beginning, and it's going to be whatever we want it to be. That's what they're saying. This is the September, this is the 9, this is the end of the cycle, the 10, the October. It's the 10, it's the reset, the new beginning. Right, there's another master wanting to come in. And I'm going to pull the Kyle Gray one first. There, Elmwire, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. You're protected. I mean, we've got Archangel Michael here as well. If you are on a timeline where you feel you need protection, look at all this. These are all these guides that are coming in to say, now I don't resonate with protection because it's all energy and we're all merging. However, I do recognize that there are fears around the dark energies. Okay. Right, another goddess and a master, and then I'll pull Metatron. So let's see what the goddess energy is saying. Peace offering, white buffalo calf woman. So again, it's about that calm faith. Said, stay calm, trust the good in you and others. Okay, and then one more master. Green Tara, start delegating. So that's exactly what they were just saying with this, the double mission star seeds. Ask others, including me, Green Tara, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So it's not, you're not alone. You have got your star family with you. You're part of a team calling support. So what they're saying is, so say somebody rings for an ambulance and they're hurt, and the ambulance man or woman arrives and takes them to the hospital, and then there's a team there, isn't there, too? Usually there's a team there, and they're all specialising in different things. So all these starseeds here are specialising in different things. However, they don't push the person that's injured, so say this is the injured person, they don't push that person forward and say, well, you know, you might be injured, but you just need to carry on. Come on, get on with it. These three team of specialists step forward and say, okay, then we're taking over for now. And we're going to allow you the rest and recuperation that you need. So Green Tara is saying, ask for help if you're feeling the spiritual fatigue's too much. There's no point in running yourself into the ground. Absolutely no point whatsoever, because it doesn't help you and it doesn't help anybody else that's around you. And they're going back to and they say this over and over again, I'm kind of like, not that example again, but it's the best one. When you get on an aeroplane, they tell you to, and there is trouble, there's something happening, they tell you to put your own mask on first. They don't say put the mask on to the person next to you or 3 rows back from you or the person in the loo. They say put your own mask on first, because you wouldn't even get to the back of the seats at the back if something was happening on that aeroplane. So you've got to put yourself first. Obviously not all of the time, but it's that recognition. It's that, which one of you is saying that? Yeah. It's that care and compassion for yourself. Choose to be love. Offer a helping hand, Kuan Yin is saying, but only when you're stable, steady and ready. Okay? Because it's all in divine timing. Everybody's taken care of. Metatron. Okay, balance needed. So again, it's going back to that. Do you need to take time out for yourself? Kundalini, untapped energy. Okay, so that's the fire. That's the fire energy that we just saw with the Passion of the Wild Red Mother. It's very intense this month. And it actually started in August, because that's the 8th. And it moved into September. So they're saying it's up to you what you do with that energy. Will it consume you, or will you play with it? Your choice. You choose. Right, one more Metatron, and then I need to show you the book. Number 4, time for release. So what this one is saying is that back to the pillar. I'll just put my ones there. Back to the pillar of foundation that you've built. These are the cards. Is there anything in that foundation that you need to let go of? Time for release, and it's going to shift from underneath you, but it has to go. And it has to go to get to this. It's time for release because there's a new beginning. There was something I read the other day along the lines of, I just saw it somewhere on a wall. You can't get to the next chapter if you keep rereading the last one. So think about that. And actually it'd be really boring if you kept going back to chapter 1, got to chapter 4, then went back to chapter 1. You'd actually want to start a new book. You'd actually want to get to the end of that, let it go and start a new book. So that's what they're saying. Okay, let's pull the cards. Like I say, I haven't done these for a month, so I'm hoping they're going to be kind to me. There's lots of adding up with it. Let's see what we get. I'm liking that. Okay. Now, just lately, by doing these cards, I'm into, oh, I love that card. I'm tying into the chakras with it. And I know the chakras are changing and that there's a lot of controversy around that's interesting. So there's 9, that's the 10th. And I'm going to talk about that one first. A lot of controversy around the chakras. Do we have them anymore? What colours are they now? I'm just going to go with what they're telling me, as in what I need to put out there into the collective. So that's fine. October. So I've said September is going to be the cycle, the end of a cycle, because it's a 9. This 10 in October is, I've got to say, it's shock waves in October. I'm not going to go into what that is, but there will be shock waves around this planet, and it's globally, it's not just, to me, this usually portends either a energetic or physical earthquake. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, right. Let's let's go with the Queen of Spades. So this says to me that the Divine Feminine is still doing some shadow work. And Kalimar is saying that's what the fear is. The Divine Feminine is standing forward, but there's this push-pull energy of, well, I'm meant to be a nurturer. I'm meant to be, whatever society says I'm meant to be. They're holding back. But Kalimar is saying in October that won't be the case. This is what the Divine Feminine earthquake is. Okay. Right. Let me see. So I'm going to take this. I know we've got 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to take this 4 as a lovely surprise for some of you. And why I'm saying that is because we've got this is called the Willy Wonka card in my book. It's the golden ticket. It's whatever you ask for. Whatever you vibrate a vibrational match to, you get. So if your vibrational match is on a par with bringing in physical abundance, that's what that's going to be. So that's quite a few of you in September. Okay, right. 7 of Spades. Again, that's shadow energy. And I'm going to say that is, because I never get the chakras right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the Alta Major at the back of the neck. Now, it's too long to go into what that is, so look that up. But there's some shadow work going on with the Alta Major. And I've been feeling I needed to spray it quite a bit this week. Number 8, the third eye. Oh, okay. So that's tying in with these two. It's saying the vision will come into physical manifestation. So Odin's saying the vision, whatever you've got here, this vision is coming into physical manifestation. Right, these 3 little gems, 2, 3, and 4 of hearts. Leaving you to last, Joker. Okay, so that's the sacral, the solar plexus, and the heart in September, because this is a 9. So it's these 3 chakras that are being interesting. They're saying activated, but it's not. It is an activation, but it's also an integration. So feel into that energy of what that is. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to influence anybody's subjective timeline. And then the Joker. So that comes back to what we were saying before. Need to lighten up a bit. Whatever's going on in your life, and I know people are really struggling, but we have to bring the humour back somehow. Laughter is the best medicine, they're saying. Even if it's just watching a funny film or, you know, just trying to pull yourself out of it. Right, so that is what I have for you today. Thank you for listening and watching. And Andorra, Tanzanite, Violet Andorra wants to come back in and say, see you later. Gorgeous. Okay, thank you. Bye.